Hi everyone, I'm attorney Aiden Durham with 180 Law Co. in Denver, Colorado, and welcome back to All Up in Your Business. In this episode of All Up in Your Business, I'm going to talk about if you can use dead or canceled or abandoned trademarks. If you're interested in registering a trademark for your business's name or slogan or logo, often the first thing you're going to want to do is search the USPTO's database, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. They have their full database of registered and pending and previously registered trademarks available online through uspto.gov. And you can go on their database and search for registered trademarks that are either identical or similar to what you want to register. When you search the database, you're going to see search results that indicate if the trademark is either live or dead. Live means that it's live. It's either a pending application or it's a registered trademark. The dead ones, on the other hand, are not live. They're dead for one reason or another. They may have been in the application and registration process, or that trademark was registered and then subsequently canceled or abandoned. And so a question that I get very often in this situation is, can I use those dead or canceled or abandoned trademarks? Let's say you've got your business name in your mind that you want to register the trademark for. So you search and you see, ooh, someone else already has a trademark registered for that exact name, but it's dead. It's not live. It says maybe it was canceled or it was abandoned. Does that mean you can use that trademark? Does that mean you can now register it? Potentially. So what that means, if it's dead, for whatever reason, the USPTO isn't going to consider that record in their analysis of your application and in this process of going through the registration process. Those dead records aren't going to be taken into account. Part of the process of trademark registration is that the USPTO compares your trademark with their full database of trademarks to see if yours is going to be confusingly similar to any of the registered ones or any of the ones that are pending registration. And so when they're doing that, they're not going to compare yours to the dead ones. So in that context, yes, you can say that the trademark is available, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you are automatically going to get it registered. But in many instances, you can gain so much more important insight from the history of that trademark registration, and you can determine if your trademark might encounter the same fate as that one. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. So when I'm searching, if I'm working on a trademark for a client, I'm doing the same kind of analysis of, is there a good chance that this trademark is going to be confusingly similar to another trademark? And if I come across a trademark registration that is dead, especially if it's been abandoned, I want to see, why was this trademark abandoned? Because whatever happened with this one is most likely going to happen with mine if they are identical or if they're very similar. The same fate might be brought to my trademark. If it's abandoned, you can dig into the history of that trademark registration or of that application and see what happened. And most of the time with those abandoned trademarks, it's because the USPTO saw that it was so similar to another trademark. So they issued an office action that there was a likelihood of confusion. And so much of the time, people get scared. They see this office action, they see this initial refusal because of the likelihood of confusion. And so they'll just say, all right, never mind. I'm not going to try to register this. It's not worth fighting. And so the trademark goes abandoned. That's what abandoned means. It means someone was in the process, but then they abandoned it. And so if that trademark was found to be confusingly similar to another one, there's a very good chance that yours is going to be confusingly similar as well. So that's really the more important detail and the information that we can get from these dead records, is to see, am I likely to encounter the same issues if I try to register my trademark in this very similar name? So the simple answer, can I use the trademark? Is this name now available if it's dead? Yes. In the simplest terms, yes, the trademark's available potentially. But in reality, the full answer is it depends. It could very well be available, or it could very well be not available. And if we dig into it, we'll find out why. So if you're in this situation where you're considering registering a trademark, or if you have a pending application and you receive an office action, absolutely the best thing that you can do is ask for the help of a trademark attorney, someone who is familiar and experienced dealing with trademark registrations, because it can get super complicated. And you don't want to just go off of your simple search of the trademark office's database. Usually it's going to require a much more thorough search in order to determine if your trademark will likely be registered in the end. That's all for this episode. If you would like any help with trademark registration or the registration process, you can contact me. My phone number and email are in the description below. Be sure to give a thumbs up if you liked this episode and subscribe so you don't miss any future All Up in Your Businesses. All Up in Your Businesses. That's it. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future All Up in Your Businesses. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Aiden Durham, and I'll see you next time.